Sacramento is one of the top 10 fastest appreciation real estate markets in the entire United States right now. Somewhere in Sacramento, there's a home, maybe with a backyard big enough for the kids, a kitchen where the holidays actually happen, a street where you recognize your neighbors. And it's on the market right now, waiting for the right person to find it. Most people have absolutely no idea how to find it, negotiate for it, or get to the closing table without leaving money on the floor. My name is Noel. I'm a licensed real estate agent right here in Sacramento, California, and this channel is going to change how you do this. I've been working in Sacramento as a real estate agent for over 19 years, which sounds very professional until I tell you how I got into this industry, because I personally made nearly every mistake a buyer can make. The first home I ever bought, I paid $90,000. It was a $500 down HUD home. We sold that home for $215,000, the most money I had ever seen in my life. Then with the proceeds from that sale, bought another home that honestly we couldn't afford. We did some exotic lending, and that was pretty common back then. And then 2008 hit, and we lost everything. I learned more from that one transaction than from anything else in my career. Since then, I've helped a lot of families and individuals buy, sell, invest, and relocate across Sacramento, across Elk Grove, Folsom, Roseville, Granite Bay, and Rockland, and everywhere in between. At some point, I realized that the biggest problem in real estate is not the market, it's not the interest rates, it's not even finding the right property. The biggest problem is that most people are making $100,000 decisions with Google searches, Zillow estimates, and advice from their cousin who bought a house in 2018. So I built this channel to fix that. Let me take a guess at why you're here. Maybe you're thinking about buying a home here in Sacramento. Maybe you've been watching the market for months, opening Zillow at 11 o'clock at night, trying to figure out whether now is the right time or whether you should wait. And every article you read contradicts the last one, and nobody seems to give you the straight answer. Or maybe you already own a home and you've been quietly wondering what is actually worth in today's market. Not a estimate, not your neighbor's opinion, an actual number based on actual data from someone who is actually looking at what homes like yours are selling for on streets like yours right now. Maybe you're an investor. You've been waiting and watching Sacramento's numbers, and you know that there's an opportunity here. You just have not found the right person to walk you through the real analysis without immediately trying to push you towards a listing. Or, and I get a lot of messages like this one, you're moving here from the Bay Area or from Seattle or from Austin, and you're looking at Sacramento going, wait, I can actually afford a house here with a yard and a garage? Yes, you can. And I will show you exactly where and exactly how much and exactly what the process looks like when you're doing it from out of state. If you're buying a home in Sacramento, I'm going to walk you through every single step of the process, the way it actually works in this market in 2026, not the way real estate textbooks written 15 years ago says it works, how to get pre-approved the right way, how to write an offer that competes without overpaying, and how to handle inspections, appraisals, and the part of the process where most buyers panic and make expensive decisions. If you are selling, I'm going to show you how to price your home correctly, how to prepare it so that buyers fall in love with it the moment they walk in the door, and how to negotiate so that you don't leave a single dollar on the table. Because in this market, the difference between a thoughtful pricing strategy and a rush listing can easily be $20,000, $30,000, or $40,000. If you are investing, I cover Sacramento submarkets, the cash flow math, the appreciation plays, the areas that are undervalued right now compared to what they look like in 5 years, and how to build a portfolio in one of the most accessible real estate markets left in California. And if you're relocating to Sacramento from out of state, I'm going to save you from the mistakes that out-of-towners make when they navigate this market from a distance without someone local in their corner. The neighborhoods that look the same on Zillow but feel completely different when you actually live there. The school districts, the commutes, the things that matter for real life that no listing description ever tells you. No hype, no advice you could get from a generic Google search, just honest, specific, local information from someone who lives and works in the market every single day. Let me give you a little context on who you are getting your information from. I've helped first-time home buyers who were certain they could never afford a home in California figure out not only they could, but exactly how and exactly where. I've helped sellers in Folsom, Roseville, and Elk Grove walk away from the closing tables with offers above asking, not because of luck, but because of preparation, positioning, and a pricing strategy done right. I have helped investors identify properties in Sacramento neighborhoods that most people were not paying attention to yet, and watch those properties appreciate significantly in the years since. And I've had clients fly in from out of state, spend 3 days doing home tours, and fly home with the signed and accepted offer in their inbox. But the thing I'm honestly most proud of is not the transaction count, it's the messages I get from people who say, I watched your video, and for the first time, this whole process actually made sense to me. Look, buying or selling a home is probably the largest financial decision most people ever make. And it's also one of the most emotionally loaded. Whether you are buying your first home and you just want to get it right, or you're selling a house where your family grew up and you want to handle the process in the right way that honors that, or you're an investor who is tired of getting half answers from people who are more interested in the commission than in the strategy, or you're standing in another city right now looking at Sacramento from a distance trying to figure out if it could actually become home. You deserve to make that decision with real information from someone who actually knows this market. This channel is that resource, and it's completely free. So here's what I want you to do. First, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. Every week I publish new content on this channel. Sacramento's market updates, neighborhood breakdowns for Elk Grove, Folsom, Roseville, and Rockland, step-by-step buyer and seller guides, and the kind of honest real estate talk that most agents are too worried about their reputation to say on camera. Second, drop a comment below this video and tell me where you are in the process. Are you buying, selling, investing, just starting to think about it? Tell me what you're working on, and I will personally point you towards the video that is going to be the most useful to you right now. And third, if you're further along in the process and you are ready to actually talk strategy, whether it's from a free home valuation, a buyer consultation, or just a conversation about whether the timing is right for your specific situation, the link is in the description. No pressure, no sales pitch, just a real conversation with someone who knows this market. Sacramento is one of the best places in this country to make a real estate move right now, and I want to help you make yours. I will see you in the next video.